Happy October. Let's talk TBR. I haven't done one of these in a little while, but I thought, let's give it a go. We're going to change things up. I've got a plan. Let's talk TBR. I want to start off with audiobooks. I have quite a few that I want to get to this month. I have some Libby holds that have come through, and I just wanted to talk about what I have. So, first off is I have Near the Bone by Christina Henry. This is one of her books that I haven't read yet. I've read quite a few of her backlist, and this one is one I've been wanting to get to for a little while. This is an isolated scenario on a mountain. We're following a young woman named Maddie who is with her husband when a creature comes out and starts killing things around them. And her husband decides that he's going to take it out. However, he thinks it's a demon. And Maddie knows that it's not a natural being. Other people discover that this is also here, and these are cryptid hunters who come up to investigate what's happening. And Maddie's husband starts spiraling, wanting these people gone. And this is how we start to discover who Maddie really is, how she ended up on this mountain. And she's now trying to survive not only this creature that's killing things, but her husband. Heavy on graphic domestic violence in this one, kidnapping, isolation, it's pretty dark. The second book I have, which I have also started already, is The Bewitching by Moreno-Garcia. I've been waiting for this one for a little while. My hold finally came through. This one follows three women. We follow Minerva in 1998. She's a master's student at a small college in Massachusetts outside of Boston, and she is working on her thesis where she wants to highlight this kind of forgotten novelist from the 1930s named Betty. Beatrice something. I can't remember her last name. And then we get as she starts to kind of discover what happened to Betty's stories and this missing young woman that Betty wrote about, she kind of finds herself entangled in everything that's happening. So while she's learning about Betty, we're hearing Betty's story from 1934 about how her friend went missing and what happened around it, and the weird kind of supernatural elements that happened at the same school in 1934. And then we're getting a further backstory from Minerva's grandmother, Alba, from 1908, and a supernatural experience that she had. And somehow these are all going to tie together. So this is the like multi-timeline fantasy horror that I wanted with Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil that I didn't really get. So because that just wasn't the book for me, this one will hopefully be the book for me. The next one is I have The Luminous Dead by Caitlin Starling. This one has mixed reviews, and I wasn't sure I wanted to read it, but I've had it on my like watching list on Libby for a little while, and I decided to finally check it out. This follows this woman who goes into a cave, and if I remember correctly, she thinks it's to look for like minerals and get a really good paycheck, but so she kind of fakes her credentials, and then the woman that she's attached to, who is able to control the suit that she's in, enjoys making her do things that she doesn't necessarily want to do. So isolated, manipulative, probably some claustrophobia, which is good horror for me because I do not like small dark spaces. So this one has mixed reviews. Some people have said it's really good. Other people have said it's fine. A couple of my friends, when I said I wanted to read it, were like, I'm curious to know what you think about it, because I think there were elements that were good, but it was really slow. So we'll see. And then a hold today just came through for Bat Eater and Other Names for Corazang by Kylie Lee Baker. This is set in the pandemic, the COVID pandemic, the beginning of it. We are following the young woman who is I think she cleans, she's like a cleaner. I can't remember if it's like for after like crimes or something like that. And basically this is set when there's a ton of racism against Asian people, and so she's dealing with that, and also this like supernatural element starts kind of showing up. I believe her sister has been killed. I can't remember all the details for the plot of this one, but I remember like that it sounded really good, and it's one I've been very interested in, and I think it might be on the Goodreads horror this year, so I want to get a head jump start and get it read. I think those are my main audiobooks that I have. I have a couple others that I'm hoping will come through, but these are the 4 I'm going to prioritize. Those are my audiobook preferences.
2,000 years later.
We are going to do a little TBR pick. Kyla from Infinite Library is picking my TBR for this video, and if we have time, I don't know why I'm playing with things. If we have time, I asked my friends on Instagram to help me read down my physical TBR, which is also what Kyla picked from, and I will add their top ranked book. They all sent me a couple off of my list, and I just ranked them. So I have that. I'm gonna watch Kyla's video. We had some technical issues yesterday, so let's see if it's resolved. Yay, it's working! Okay, so I'm gonna try. Hopefully I can record this and then pop this video in. Fingers crossed for my future technical editing skills. So let's watch this to get our TBR.
Hi Tiff! Thanks for letting me pick some books for you to read.
I'm so excited.
From your TBR. It was really fun looking through your books and seeing which ones I think you might like, so hopefully I picked some good ones for you. The first one I picked very selfishly because it is actually my favourite gothic novel of all time.
I also selfishly picked for Kyla, so I really like that they selfishly picked for me. So let's see what they picked. Gothic novel. What gothic novels do I have? Oh.
I absolutely adore it. And you said you had 3 copies of this book and you've never read it. So, my first book that I would like you to read is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. Just because it's a classic, don't get intimidated by it. I find it very readable, to be honest. So, that is book number 1.
Okay, I'm so excited. Let me show you my Frankenstein copy. Like I said, like Kyla said, I have 3 because I have a nice and pretty one that I'm going to show you. And then I wanted one that I could actually read and like write notes in. And so I grabbed it at the thrift shop. And then the next time I was at the thrift shop, there was a copy. And I was like, did I pick that up last time? And I couldn't remember. So I have 3 copies. So let me grab them for you. Smart Tiff put them all next to each other. So this is my pretty copy. And like this one I was going to read initially. But look at it's like gold. Yeah, you see the light reflecting off that? The pages themselves are also glossy. And I was like, I cannot read like magazine pages. Like, so I was at a thrift store and I found one of these 2. And then the next time I found the other one and I could not remember if I'd picked it up the first time. So we have options. So this is exciting because I was hoping somebody would pick this because it's freaking October. Oh, dude, I'm so stoked. I'm so excited. Okay, we're moving on. This is making me excited.
Book number 2, I thought I'd go for another classic, but one that is more whimsical, I guess. I don't know if you've already seen the film adaptation of this book. If you haven't, I highly recommend watching it after you've read it, but I'm also going to give you The Last Unicorn.
I have a very old copy that I picked up at the thrift store a while ago. So eek. I saw this movie when I was a kid, when I was very little, and I don't remember much of it. So let's listen to what Kyla has to say.
By Peter S. Beagle. It gives soft and cozy fairy tale vibes, but with those darker themes and elements that I know you've enjoyed from the Wayward Children series. I don't think it's massively long either, and again, quite a readable one, I think. Book 3 is another purely selfish one on my part. I saw you had the arc for Hazelthorn by C.G. Drews, and I absolutely adored Don't Let the Forest In. And I'm assuming you're going to be reading these in October, so it feels perfect for that autumnal Halloween vibes. So that was my first.
Okay, I'm so excited. There's more to this. I think Kyla might have picked me some extra ones. Because I know I can do 3 in this video, so we'll see what else. And if because I'm actually feeling really excited about these 2 and Hazelthorn, which I also read Don't Let the Forest In and really enjoyed it, and that's why the publisher offered me an arc of Hazelthorn. So, and that'll be a quick read because it's a YA book, and also I devoured Don't Let the Forest In like 2 days. So, and that gives me something to pop up on my Kindle and take with me. Oh, okay, I am so excited. I'm actually feeling like motivated.
Recommendation. For my 4th, I'm going to be kind and give you a shorter one, and one that I'm just kind of intrigued about because I've heard really good things about it. I think it's another arc that you have, and that is Psycho Pomp and Circumstance. It gives kind of historical spooky vibes, and I've heard it's really good, and I think you might like it. So that is my fourth one.
I can probably get this one done too, because I do have an arc of it. It is very short. It's like 128 pages, and I wanted to read it this month. I almost started it the other day. So we're so on track for me to like be excited about this.
And then my last recommendation is a sci-fi that I think is going to be really up your alley, and it's The Only Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. I read this with my book club a few years back now, and everyone really enjoyed it. And I think it's just going to be a nice, feelsy kind of book for you. So those are my 5 recommendations. I hope you like at least a couple of them. Happy reading, and I look forward to seeing the video of you reading these. Bye!
Okay, this is so fun. So hold on, let me grab the other one. The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet, okay? So I bought this because I asked for sci-fi recommendations back in 2023 when I first started Instagram, first started my original booktube, which I moved on from. Hold on one moment. And I had asked for recommendations. I was like, I want to get into sci-fi. I don't know a lot of sci-fi. Kyla actually recommended me this. Let me find my sci-fi recommendations, like little checkbox thing that I made. I was supposed to read these in 2024. I didn't get around to all of them, but I did pick this one up. And here's the exciting thing. When I asked my friends on Instagram to pick books for me, they also selected this one. So I was planning on trying to read 4 books in this video, and since Kyla's overlaps with their pick, and Kyla gave me one other that was like short, it's only 128 pages, and these are relatively short. I'm gonna try and make it through all of them. I think I can. Like, I'm feeling very excited. This got me excited to start reading. Hold on a second. Okay, I had to calm the dog down. So I'm so excited. I think this is gonna be a really good. I'm gonna go in order. We're going to go with Frankenstein. I'm gonna pick one of these 2 versions. One's the 1818 text, and one doesn't say it is. So I believe the 1818 text is the better one. I'm gonna do some Googling and figure out which one I should read. And that's why I have 3 copies. So I'm also going to make a little book stack for Instagram. But anyway, I'm gonna get started. So, but first, now that we're a little bit into this video, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna try and do some fun weekend plans. We're gonna go to the thrift store, and we're gonna get a white sheet. We're gonna take Hugin, probably just over to my parents because I'm probably gonna be lazy. And we're gonna go out in their field and shoot the ghost photos. And then maybe I'll take Hugin down somewhere in the evening, or I'll come back here and I'll have a nice chill night and I'll do some crocheting. Saturday, I'm so excited. I just got a TikTok video about a new flea market that opened up not very far from here and is having their first like big event. So I'm gonna try and go there on Saturday because I think that will be so much fun, and it will feel nice in fall. And I wanted to do some thrifting. I have a couple of things I want to be looking for. I'm trying to thrift some clothing to find some stuff that's more sustainable, that'll last longer. Like, this is my favorite shirt, and it has like a million holes in it, and it's only 1.5 years old, and it should not have holes where it has them. I don't understand. So, stuff that lasts. So I want to do some thrifting. So I'm so excited. Kyla knocked out of the park with the recommendations. I'm excited about these. These were things I was leaning towards this month, and I'm so excited. I think having someone else like be like, yes, read these, is making me be like, I want to read these. So, little longer intro, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon when I've started reading something. So those are my priorities for the month of October, and I will maybe check back in with you and let you know how many of these I got and how I felt about them. I'm gonna try, and the dog just came down to say hi. Hugin's down here. I'm gonna try and change things up, do some more reviews, try some slightly different things, and see if we can have a fun October. So if you see any books on here that you would like me to review in long form, let me know down below, and I will put them on my priority list. and hopefully you'll see a video of them. If you made it this far, give the video a like if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will catch you soon with something else.